just tripping. And I wish I found me brought for the film. Manum teen, it in me brought for Bebekakra. And then they move on and be our restaurants contomere kakra. Madam, okay, I'm listening to you.
Okay. As a Kosa lady from South Africa, I follow your craft. Doesn't that make you curious? How do I follow your craft? Why do you speak entry and I don't even understand anything?
So you need to tell me more. How do you follow the page and then understand whatever we discuss on the page? How do you do this?
You know what? For me, what got me to be interested in your craft, it's because of your captions most of times, because you write in English. So that's how I got hooked with interesting topics that you would have. And another thing that did help me, it's most of your people, they comment in English. So I would understand what's the context at that time.
Okay, so you understand our programs based on the captions and then the comment section. Oh, okay.
Yes, that's how I started following you. And then sometimes I would love, sometimes you post things that in English, and then I would understand more what is it all about. So that's how I started to follow you.
I see. Jordan Alumenu, Jordan is asking you what is new. Jordan, the whole new sister will be trying interview to the whole part AK. Also, a chair will be a party Kim Chantibu Michel, Lisa to form Michel Phyllis, Philip Sebons Michel Nati Michel. I'm just greeting the family. And that's a usual thing. You said you follow my page, so you know the rules already.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now the platform is yours. This is my platform, but I've given it to you for today.
Yeah.
What is your problem?
There are certain things that I'm curious to know, so I hope you will answer me the best way you know how. The first thing I want to know, who is James Boateng?
I bet James Boateng is a name. I am born in Ghana, from Ashanti region. Obuasi, to be specific. Yeah.
What is Ashanti? If you could help me with that, because there was a day I heard you talking about Ashanti, and I was like, what is that? Is it a tribe? Is it a cult?
And as Kwanzaa says hi.
Hi, hello.
I better say I should tell you her about you. Alberta is the sex teacher on this platform. He's a sex doctor.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Ashanti is a kingdom.
Okay.
Ashanti kingdom. If you type it on the internet, you just see the king. That's Otunfo or Setutu.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ashanti is a kingdom. Yeah, I would say a kingdom. It's not just a group of people. I mean, it's a collective. We have 16 regions in Ghana, and I believe most of these 16 regions, most of them are in the Ashanti. Yeah,
so as a South African woman, or whoever who's a South African who would want to join, is it something that it's limited within you Ghanaians, or anyone who wants to be part of it can be one?
You just need to respect the king, and also we call something Sikaja.
Okay. Sounds like a cult when you say that.
No. Sikaja. Yeah, we worship Sikaja. Sum Sikaja. That is, we worship Sikaja. So if you respect our king.
And then how will one like me, who doesn't know what to do and what not to do within the kingdom, is there anyone who would teach me those things? Is there a course to do that, or I will just have to do the research?
You said you wanted to know more about me, so you came close to me to interview me, so you can know me more, right? Okay. So if you want to know the Ashantis, you need to get close to them and learn their ways.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I want to know, how long have you been in South Africa now?
South Africa. I'm just here 2 months, 1 month. I'm in and out like this.
Okay. And how has it been treating you so far?
South Africa is a great place. Yes, nice place, nice weather. The weather the behavior of the weather is that of the mindset of South Africans. You know, it switches. You know, it switches. They can decide to loot a shop within 2 seconds, and they can decide to fill in back within 2 seconds. So the weather is like the mindset of South Africans.
South Africans, you mean that they're not stable? Is that what you mean?
Their minds is I don't know who operates it. I don't know. Maybe somebody's operating their mind somewhere. So sometimes it switches, and then
My South Africans, are you listening to Ekonaba? What is he saying? But anyway, so what are your challenges that you've encountered in South Africa? Like, because mostly everybody in the world, they know that we have a high rate of unemployment and we have a high rate of crime. And then we have this thing that is called load shedding. So I need to understand your challenges. Have you been in a situation where you caught up that you're not safe? And how do you cope with the load shedding? Because of the line of work that you do, it needs you to have lights all the time.
A lot of people die on desert, but people live on desert. You understand? People travel to Libya, travel to Italy, to the desert. They die on the desert. But some is living there. Somebody has his house, family there on the desert.
Okay.
So South Africa, the crime rate is high. But you are living here, you are not hurt, okay?
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm not hurt. It depends on where I go. If you want to be hurt, you know where you go, you will get hurt.
Okay.
You understand? And then talking about how I feel about South Africa, the load shedding. You understand? You even have a timetable. I think you started, for how long have you been?
Since, okay. This is how this thing, it happened. We were introduced to load shedding 2009 because we had a World Cup.
Okay, so 2009.
And then they told us it was a temporal thing.
Okay, so it started from 2009.
2010 to be precise. That's when it
started. So how many years now?
It wasn't toxic as it is now.
So how many years now?
It's been over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
Load shedding.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only issue because it's affecting jobs, you know. Yeah, but still I'm working.
And
when
how
you
do you
came,
survive?
no, you just need to get yourself a plant.
Okay.
So when the lights goes off, you switch.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But why are you guys not crying or complaining or insulting the government about the load shedding for 10 years?
You know, with my country, I'm sorry that I want to laugh about this, but it's so crazy that there are things that we ended up making them as a norm. Like corruption in South Africa, it's normal. Like they expose the government who have, put us in this situation. Now it becomes a joke. We make everything a joke. I think we have accepted how things are. People, they do things and then they get away with them. So we're in this situation because of it's out there that people, the executives who are in charge of their power stations and all that, they ate billions and it's out there. It's like I hope they're not going to crucify me for this, but yeah, it's there. It's normal to us now. And then now they came up with solar systems.
So for 10 years now you guys think it's even normal.
We see it normal. The government again came back to us and said, we're thinking because we have this situation, let's opt to solar system.
And we have load shedding in Ghana for I think this year. They started this year. And,
you know what I'm praying for?
And then the whole Ghana is on fire,
It started like that even in us. I just hope your government didn't adopt the bad habits from
Anyway, it's leaving office this year. So the next person coming, I don't know what's happening anyways.
But even to us, it's not like we've been having this president for 10 years. But now it's this thing that we have people who are not honest about anything, but that's not what we're all about. So as I said, that now they introduced solar system. But now still the government said we have to pay for them. It's like who pays for a son that comes from God? But that's how it is.
Yeah. I see.
And then another important thing that I want to know, what inspired you to become a content creator, and how long have you been in this industry?
I think 2020. I started 2016. Yes. 2016 because I was in Israel 2015.
Okay.
So I started 2016, and it all started when I learned how the Jewish do their thing in Israel.
Okay.
How they worship the God of Israel. Because when you say the God of Israel, you all know it's for the Jews.
Yeah.
So I watch how they do their things out that side, and I compared it to Ghana, my country. So I was like, okay, let me do education. Okay. Let me help people to know what's happening here. Maybe they can take their own decisions.
Okay.
So that's how it started.
Okay. So far, so good, right?
Yeah.
So, as I follow you you are good in exposing fake pastors. I'm calling it good for my side because it makes sense to me.
Okay.
So you are good in exposing these fake pastors, obviously, with factual things that you produce every time you provide. I mean, every time when you do that. I want to know that, do you really think that it's necessary for you to be out there and expose them to the world?
To be out there, how?
A corner to the world, isn't it?
Okay.
And you are exposing fake pastors, and you always provide evidence.
Okay.
What is it that makes you think that it's necessary for you to reach out and expose them?
The Bible said, lack of knowledge, my people will perish, So I think I'm sharing some knowledge. Okay. And sharing is caring, yeah?
True.
Okay, so I'm just sharing some knowledge out there. And it's not by force. It's either you choose it or you go and then you get duped. Because they will dupe you, whether you like it or not. So at the end of the day, you come back and then testify. So it's better for me to let you know than you take your own decisions.
Okay. And what I want to know is, while you in that, obviously people, they listen, others they dispute with you, others are still blinded, others they found light in it, right? I always worry, don't you find other people intimidating you, or maybe being scared that they might send people to hurt you in this whole thing that you're doing? Because personally I feel like it's a dangerous thing to do.
Even the word fear, when you have it, you will die early. So you are not supposed to be fearful of what you're doing. Since you know what you're saying the truth, you must be bold and say it.
But do you find other people that do they believe that you're speaking the truth?
A lot of people. You believe it, yes?
I do. That is why I'm here.
Okay, so
that is why
I'm not just speaking. I'm speaking based on evidence,
Okay.
So I am not scared of what I'm doing because I'm saying the truth.
And then another important part I want to ask: we are Africans, and in other pastors that you've exposed, they perform cults and all that. Aren't you scared? That's the part I want to know, that they might attack you spiritually, because sometimes they say life is the reflection of what you give it to. So with you, aren't you scared that maybe they might harm you in that way?
If you believe what you don't know, it comes on you. So I don't want to believe it. Whether you have power or not, I don't care. That's not my problem. You understand? If you have power and I speak about you, you are not supposed to go to police station. You are not supposed to call maybe the militant. You are not supposed to call the security on me or threat me. Just go into the spirit and do your thing. Why are you calling police? They don't have any power, okay? So I'm not scared of whatever they are worshipping, the occult or whatever. That's their problem. You understand?
Do you go to church, mister?
Let me finish with your question.
Sorry.
But I'm not done with your question. I'm not done with your question, okay? You understand? So whether they are occult or rituals, whatever, I don't care. That's their problem to fix. I'm telling you the truth with evidence, all right? And because I'm telling them the truth, they can't do anything. Okay. What they can do is just talk to the police, to the court. You understand?
Have you ever been in a situation where they sent you to court?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, because I have evidence. I'm not just talking. So if you take me to court, I will bring the evidence. So there's no need for you to take me to court. Just meet me and then maybe you beat me. Okay. There's nothing you can do in the spirit. You understand? Because they are doing occult, as you said. And then you are living in the darkness. I am light. And then the Bible said light and darkness has nothing in common.
Yeah.
So once they are in the dark and I'm light, they cannot come close to me.
Because there's no gray color.
Yeah, we don't have anything in common.
Do you go to church?
Yeah.
What's the name of the church you go to?
The church in me.
What does that mean?
I'm the church.
How?
I am the church. Why must I go to one place for more than 3 times for me to be advised? Automatically, I'm a fool. You understand? Why must I go there? And then you tell me what to do. The next week, I'll come. You tell me what to do. You're being foolish. Because you know very well what you're doing is wrong. That's why you are going there to ask for forgiveness.
So,
So I am the church.
As you mentioned that you are a church, how do you pray? What is it that you do? Do you stay at home, sing a song, read a Bible, and pray to God, your God?
Did you know how Jesus prayed? He just does go to the mountains and then speak silently and then come back. That's how I do it.
Okay, you know why I'm asking you this? As you mentioned that you are a church, do you feel that it's not necessary for us to go to church? Like a building where there's a congregation.
You call it building, you know. You call it building. Now this is the church. We are the church. You understand? That building you are calling, a lot of troubles that side. You cannot even go to the altar to give, collection or tithe without taking your bag. It's a problem that side. You understand? So what happened when there was coronavirus? Did you go to church? In the house.
We were locked down.
You wash your hand with the warm water, you cover your nose. You never went to church for more than 6 or I don't know.
Almost a year.
And what happened if God came? Jesus came without you being to church.
Waiting for us at church. We wouldn't be able to go.
That's what I'm saying. No. What happened if Judgment Day was to happen that time? You've not been to church. You're in your house, indoors. You understand?
So it's not necessary for us to go to church, period.
Did you pray when there was a coronavirus time?
I was praying.
Okay, you prayed inside?
Yes.
And did God listen to you?
Yeah, because I believe that God listens to me wherever I am.
Okay, so what is your problem?
You know what? Speaking of that, I become so conflicted with my history when it comes to churches.
Okay.
We have certain churches in my country where we say God of who. Like I was in a church called Shembe.
Okay.
And I was trained that when I pray, I should say, I have to pray to Shembe so that Shembe can send my message to God. And then when I became wiser, or let me say a bit older, it didn't make sense to me. Because now I was like, but this Shembe is in a flesh as well.
Okay.
But they say I should pray to him so that he can be the one who can talk to God.
Okay.
So, I always hear you. You always say, know your God. You always say that, know your God. You know your God.
So it just came back, to the time of Corona. Did you pray through the Shemesh or whatever?
No, but now I become conflicted sometimes because we're like, why it feels like God.
Because if you are praying through the God of Shemesh, yes. I don't know this God.
It's Shembe.
Okay. Do you know the kind of sacrifice we do for this God? Because if you say God, you've said nothing. Who is God? What is God? What is God? You cannot say you are praying through the God of Ekwanaba. Do you know my God?
No.
Do you know the kind of food my God likes? Do you know how I pray to my God? Do you know the kind of sacrifices I do for my God? And why are you praying to my God? Do you have personal encounter with my God?
That's so deep.
So why are you talking about somebody else's God? Where is your God?
Now, as you were speaking, you mentioned tithe, and I've heard you've been vocal about that. I remember even the time you were interviewing Bishop Maponga.
Yeah, Bishop Maponga, yeah.
You dwelled on that for a while with him.
The tithing thing.
The tithing, and then sometimes I even hear you, and then there was this video that there was this live you went on now when they were talking about, is it cities? 5 CDs. There's a song that they were dancing to.
Oh, the Sobolo. Oh, okay. This means you've been watching my video. Sobolo.
I was dancing to that song as well. 10 CDs.
Yes?
Yeah, but I didn't know what was that. But I know that your currency is CDs or something.
So you were enjoying
the music. So it was
money,
everything. Like people, you're celebrating that you're gonna go there and pay 10 CDs,
Sobolo.
100 CDs, Sobolo, okay. Which is now, it means that I'm going to pay the willingness, happy, right? But you always vocal about this. What should we do as a congregation when we have the who they call them, men of God?
And who am I?
I don't know.
If they are men of God,
you said you have your own God.
No, if they are men of God, who am I?
You are men of your God
men of good or what? We are all men of God. Nobody is men of good or monkey. We are all men of God.
Okay, I get that, but what is it that we should do as a congregation? Because I want to be accepted. I'm talking from an experience. I want to be accepted in a certain church. Mm-hmm. I don't have bread in my house.
You want to be accepted in a certain church. Not
the certain. Let's say when I say certain church, I go to this church.
Mm-hmm.
A Bishop Akwanaba.
Okay.
I go to his church.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have bread in my house. But if I don't tithe, it feels so wrong, as if I'm not part of the congregation. And I want to be accepted.
So you are paying the tithe because it's feelings. It feels so wrong.
Because it's what we were told to do, that we need to tithe, right? So as Slee now, who's so lost what to do, mm-hmm. I have only this 20 rand. It's either I give it to my pastor or I buy bread at home. And I'm conflicted. What advice would you give me?
Buy bread. Buy bread at home.
What about
your what?
My men of God. What about my church?
And I told you before that you are the church. You are the church, okay?
Is it wrong to tithe?
Yeah, it's wrong to tithe. Any pastor who takes tithe is a criminal. It's a criminal one. The notorious one. You know the mafias. The mafias in Mexico. You understand?
I see them on the movies.
Yeah, they are the real mafias. Any pastor who takes tithe is a mafia. Mm-hmm. Street. Yes, he doesn't come close to Melchizedek.
Who's that?
You've been paying tithe, you don't even know Melchizedek.
No.
Are you for it? You don't know Melchizedek and you pay tithe. That's why
I grew up, they said 10%. It's either you contribute with your hands, or if you're working, you tithe with 10% of whatever that you receive.
So you know very well you are not a Christian because you were born in a Christian community. Jesus never called you.
Do you blame me if I was exposed to that?
Listen, Jesus never called you. You are not a Christian. If you are a Christian, you know how to live a Christian life. Because Christianity is not a religion, it's a lifestyle. That's why when they go to Antioch, their lifestyle depicts that of Christ. So they call these guys, these are the Christians. These are the followers of Christ. So for you, if you were born in a Muslim community, by now you've been Amelia or whatever. Mm-hmm. You'll be calling Rafika or Rafiatu. You understand? So you are worshipping Christ because you were born into it.
Who should I blame? My mother?
You can't blame anybody. You understand? Anybody who puts his blame on somebody else is a failure. You must be responsible for your own problems. Maybe you don't know, now you know. So you fix it. Don't point your fingers on somebody else. That is your problem. Fix it.
It's giving me it's giving me some feels, because as you said, that we were born there, we were exposed to it, and we were taught that it's the right thing to do. And how one steps to that, if maybe you will discover that after 30 years that, or all along I've been living this and this is not the right way. At the very same time, you're conflicted because that's the only thing you know.
What you were taught when you were a child, that is why the community is still poor. You understand? The 10% is supposed to be given to the poor ones in the community. The 10% is supposed to be given to the widows in the community, the orphans in the community, and that makes you a true worshipper of God, according to James 1:27.
Okay. Actually, what you're saying right now, it's leading to the question that I was about to ask you.
Okay.
I've witnessed that you have provided many opportunities for other people, right?
Okay.
And how does that makes you feel, maybe when you're having your moments, your thoughts and all that, knowing that there's someone out there is able to provide bread for their families because of you?
A time is coming, everybody is going to mourn his own body, his own dead body. You understand what I'm saying? A time is coming.
Okay.
Everybody is going to mourn his or her own dead body.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a mother, I don't have a father. I'm like them.
Yeah.
You understand? So the kind of path you take, it will take you there at the end of the day. It's like when my father died, there were these friends of mine who was calling a cornerback. It's the Bible says we live for Christ, we die for Christ, whatever. So okay, it's fine. And when their own died, they are crying. I said, no. The message you sent me, the Bible said, when you live for Christ. When you die for Christ.
Okay.
You understand? So if I'm helping the poor or the widow, the orphan, now I am the same person. My mother, my father, they are all dead. I'm like them. You understand? And then whatever I do will reflect to me, to my generation.
Beautiful. I like that. And where do you see yourself in 5 years' time from now?
Taking over, a cornerback to the world. You know the story already. So, a cornerback to the world.
Oh, because I said it. Because I was like, a cornerback to the world. Because that's what your things are written. So
yeah, a cornerback to the world.
In 5 years' time, you see a cornerback to the whole world.
To the whole world. And now South Africa. So I'm going to start some lessons in English podcasting with South Africans.
Yes.
And then also let them share their views on this platform.
Yeah.
You understand?
So it leads me to my next question. You are a traveler. You love traveling. As you said, a cornerback to the world. Is that the reason that you always travel? You want to have an idea of the places that you want to spread yourself. So you go there to explore so that you can know or make a decision that you want to be part of that community, or what?
I remember when I first wanted to travel out of Ghana. And I don't know anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
I have families outside. From my father's side, they don't care about us.
Yeah.
So it was difficult for me to get visas, by then.
Because if you had no one that they can
help me go there.
Or maybe check if maybe you're saying you're traveling to South Africa to
I don't know,
Slee.
yeah.
So you
no
didn't
cash,
have a
nothing.
reference.
No cash, nothing. So I planned towards that I would do it without the help of anybody. So you have to read about any country you want to visit. That's how it started. So I travel to any country I want to go with the requirement of that country's embassy. You understand?
Okay. So you see yourself traveling the whole world?
Now is the time. Now is the time.
Okay. Speaking of not having support to things, are you open to sponsorships?
It's another problem for me. Because if you sponsor me, it will end in tears.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
What does
Because
that mean?
at the end of the day, you will do something bad and you will love for me to speak to you backdoor. So we fix it backdoor.
Yeah.
I'm not the backdoor guy. I'll bring it public.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying if you sponsor me and anything happens, I cannot hide it. I will say it.
So enter at your own risk.
Yeah. So if you want to sponsor, it's fine. But bear in mind that I cannot hide your criminality. So I will say it.
Yeah, you are in no-go zone.
Yeah, I cannot protect you.
So you rather not start that thing. Rather not allow anyone to sponsor you if you know that it might not end well.
That's why my wife is sponsoring me.
And then another thing I want to know, what's your definition of spiritual alignment?
Spiritual alignment. We are all in a spiritual being, you know. When I sleep, I'm done. When I wake up, I am awake. For me, I think I have to think about what is happening on earth. Concentrate on what is before me.
Okay.
What I can see, I can feel.
In the flesh.
You understand? I don't have time in the spirit. You understand? I don't have time in the spirit. If you want to be in the spirit, go into the spirit.
But isn't there's this famous thing that people always say that, oh, I'm a spiritual being. Oh, I'm spiritually inclined.
So they should go and live in the spirit. And then we that want to live on earth.
But I thought you balance such spirituality and
after being a spiritual man, what else? And then what? Can you develop a car? Can you do you bring anything knowledgeable on earth? It's just seeing this. As I'm speaking to you now, you believe in spirit?
Yeah, I've never experienced anything about spirits, but I hear that they are spirits roaming.
And you want to experience it?
No,
because as I'm speaking to you now, your mother is standing at the back of you.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No.
Why?
Because I know you don't have that gift.
I don't have that gift. I can see your mother. Your mother is standing there. Why you don't believe me?
Why should she be seen by you instead of me?
That's what I'm saying.
Child?
So anything that you cannot give evidence to is meaningless. Because you can just hold your hands. I can see a hole in your hands. And you believe this.
Do you think we invest much in seeking such things as human beings? Like we're desperate to reach that spirituality and all of that. This like that what we're doing, go eat snakes because of we're so desperate to define and find spirituality within us.
Africans need to grow, you know. This spirit thing, to me, it doesn't make sense. You've not even finished thinking about physical. Why? What are you going to do in the spirit? When we started, you said this country you are on load schedule for almost 10 years.
Over 10 years.
You've not finished thinking about that. You are going to the spirit. For what? Finish the load schedule. After that, you go to the spirit. Yeah? Finish with your rules. Finish with your job opportunities. After that, you go to the spirit. You move to the spirit. For now, think about those ones on earth.
The reality.
Yeah. And then later you go to the spirit.
Okay. And what is your aspiration?
Aspiration? Rikus is saying there's nothing called spirit.
Okay. I think I should learn more a bit about that. I think I should learn more about it because, you know, this world we're living at, there's a lot.
You can read it.
Kuningi, yeah.
You can read it.
We need to use the brain.
Read it aloud so they can.
Okay. Jordan said we need to use the brains. Charles says, Pastor, okay. And then Rikas, there's nothing called spirits. The Bible only speak of only 7 spirits before the throne of God. So how can someone go into the spirit? Okay. I guess I should just focusing on other things. The reality, as you said.
So South Africans should know that what we are talking about, you understand, we want to fix issues. We are not ready for any spirit.
But that's what we're focusing more on, isn't it? We're focusing on...
That is why a lot of things is not happening in your country, because you are all in the spirit. You are busy in the spirit, looking for aliens, looking for
and
Adam, Eve, Paul, Peter.
It's so funny that I'm not saying this in a mockery way, and I'm not saying this because I'm judging people who choose what they choose. But do you know the rate of sangomas that has been initiated in the past 5 years in my country? It's a lot. Like, if you're like, oh, even yourself, you're a sangoma. Even yourself, everybody now is turning into a sangoma. So that is why I was saying to you, people, they looking for spiritual and alignment and inclined.
Okay.
I asked, what is your aspiration? Because we all have that. My aspiration is to be in a peaceful space.
Okay.
In and out. I'm talking about me, right?
Okay.
That's my aspiration. And now I had to first learn that you cannot look for peace if you're not a peaceful person. You cannot look for peace, but you don't even understand what is peace. So what is your aspiration?
That is to see my wife smiling every day.
That's beautiful. And it's doing right by her. That's all.
Yeah.
Any regrets in your life?
No, because whatever I caused or whatever happened to me, I caused it. I don't regret it.
Shouldn't we all have that in us? Sometimes you regret and deal with it, acknowledge, forgive yourself, and before maybe.
Whatever
and
happens.
Then you go through feelings. You go through feelings, isn't it, when you regret before you fix it?
I think about things I can fix, not things I cannot fix. You understand? Things that happens in the past is already gone. Why must I think about this 2024? You understand? It's gone, you know. Let's focus.
Sometimes you become what you are because of your past, isn't it?
The good ones, fine. The bad ones, let it go.
Okay. And what is the definition of love in general to you? How do you perceive love in general?
To me? You ask to me, yes?
Yes, to you. That is why I said to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Love is cash.
How?
If you have cash, you have love.
But they say money cannot buy love.
They say, forget about it. You said me.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Love is cash. When you have cash, you get love. When you are poor, you don't have love. Love is cash.
How did you end there? How did you land to that love is cash? Because there are people who have money out there, but they don't find warmth in it. They don't feel loved through it. So how did you learn there where you learned that love is
The Bible said you will enjoy your fruit. So if you work for your money, you get the love.
Okay. My brother once said this to me. He once said, he wrote me a letter. He said, I've noticed that you don't believe in love. And you not believing in love, it means that you don't believe in God.
Okay.
Because God is love and love is God.
Okay.
That's what he said. Even today, I tried to understand and asked him, what did you mean by that? He said, it's like that. So if you don't believe in love, it means you don't believe in God. And if you don't believe in God, it means that you don't believe in love. Yeah. And here you are, you believe that.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. Because if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in what? Your brother said what?
You don't believe in love.
Okay. He said, love your neighbor as yourself. If I see you as God, you understand? And I'm doing something that is going to hurt you, because I see you as God, I will not do it. You understand? But I'm thinking that there's a God somewhere else, that you are not closer to that God. This pastor or this guy is closer to that God. So I'll give respect to this pastor more than you, because he is closer to that God. But if I see you as God in you.
So you said love is cash.
For me, love is cash.
So you show love by giving money.
You don't get it.
I don't. That is why I'm still into it. Because now, when you say love is cash, it means that someone to show love to you, they have to give you cash, or if you have to show love to someone, you have to give them cash. That's how I'm understanding it. So that is
now I've been traveling around making some money coins. Helping the poor, helping the needy, maybe one or two guys, one or two friends. Losing money. When I'm broke now, they all turn their back on me.
But not everyone. I feel like you're generalizing.
To me?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, maybe according to your experience in life.
You understand? So love is cash. When you have love, everybody will come close. They will show you love, real love. But when you have money, no love.
And then in that manner, if you know that those people, they will be here because of money, you cannot define that as love. That's fake.
That's not my problem. My problem is James 1:27. It said I should help the needy, the poor, the orphan, the widow. So
you relate well to that script because you are James too.
I'm James too. So I'm doing what James is saying.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I have one last question. That it bothers me sometimes when I'm alone, because they always say that we shouldn't pay attention to what people think of us or what they say about us. But for me, I think again it's important to hear remarks about you, because sometimes they help you to be disciplined in life, isn't it? When you sometimes worry what another person thinks about you or what they say about you. What do you want to be remembered for?
To be remembered for?
To be remembered for, yes.
Giving what I have back to the society. That is what I learned through all my travels, educating the public, the masses, letting them know what is good and what is right. They know, but they are afraid to practice it. I want people not to be afraid of these pastors anymore. They are human beings. They don't have any spirit, no power, nothing. I want them to understand that. I want them to know God for themselves. You understand? To build their own personal relationship with God by themselves.
Okay. So is that what you want to be remembered for?
Yeah.
If let's say hypothetically tomorrow God comes to you, your God comes to you and say, James, I'm here to fetch you.
Okay.
I came to fetch you. What would be your answer?
To where?
I'm taking you, my child. I'm taking you to the spiritual world. And what would you say to God?
Nothing.
Your God.
Nothing.
Would you say, I'm ready, God, take me, or you would negotiate that I'm not done with my purpose in this world?
I don't have a choice.
I think I would negotiate to keep me for a while.
Okay.
I think I would say, God, I don't think I've accomplished my purpose in this life. Can you please give me an extra 20 years? I think I would do that. Because of you'd be given an opportunity. As I said, you'd be given an opportunity that you can negotiate. Would you negotiate?
No, I don't have time. That's a spirit talking, right?
Yeah, let's say
God is spirit, yes?
Yeah, and say, now, my child, I came to take you in this travel.
So the God is coming in spirit, right?
I don't know. I've never spoken with him. That is why I said
you are asking me about this.
I said hypothetically.
Okay.
Those are the things that comes into my mind sometimes.
So God is spirit. Is spirit, you know. Yeah. So I don't have to argue with the spirit. They should do whatever they want.
So if I negotiate, it would show that I'm being disrespectful to his wishes.
You are asking me a question, not you. For you, you can decide. You understand? That is your problem. You have to fix it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
So there's comments. Maybe you want to read it for them.
What comments?
Maybe you want to read it for them. Maybe they want to ask you questions, so I don't know.
Okay, they can ask me. Okay.
So your podcasting, what do you do there? You yourself.
In my podcast, actually, I'm open to anything because I'm very open-minded.
Okay.
Even though you said, is it Auntie Betty who does the
Auntie Betty? Who is Auntie Betty?
I don't know. There's a lady you mentioned earlier that she's a sexual.
Alberta.
That's where I'm heading.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm heading. But
okay, Alberta manya dan forma. Also, kwaya wajumani binteni. So you can talk to Alberta.
I've been doing a lot of research about that. A lot of research, understanding the fetishes and all that. So that's where I'm heading. But I don't want to box myself, in a sense that this is a real world. It's not only we are not just sexual beings. There are other aspects of life. So I want to be open, more especially things that happen in my country, like we are so exposed to polygamy. And to polygamy, it's that people now they don't know the purpose of it, but they want to do it. And I've discovered most of women who are married, they would accept that the partner has a side chick. They accept and say, he can go to her, but she will come back.
Okay.
It means that you have accepted a third person in your marriage. Make it official. Bring her home.
That is what is happening in your country.
Yeah. Polygamy. It's one of those. I think one thing I won't entertain it's politics. I'm not.
Okay, so you are going to be talking about polygamy, sex. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm heading. Yeah.
And I better when you're down for white, you know. Higher collaboration.
That's where I'm heading. So that is why.
So you can talk to Alberta. Alberta is the best.
My podcast is called Unscramble Life with Slee.
Okay.
Yes.
Jordan Ayumeni is saying, yeah, that's a good country.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, what I can tell you is I grew up with Shembe. Let me just summarize what Shembe is all about, or what is well known of.
Okay.
Shembe, it's a church that it's more like Sabbath. So from 6 on Friday, 6 p.m. until 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
There are certain things that we're not allowed to do, like you cannot eat hot food, you're not allowed to cook, like you cannot perform things, you have to go to church. So we'll have 2 services in the morning and the afternoon. So when you are a girl, it means that there are virginity tests that takes place.
Okay, so Jordan Alumenu is saying, will you be one of my wives? 1001 already. He has 1001. You want to add you more, so maybe you can be part of Jordan Alumenu's wives.
For me, I don't have a problem with polygamy.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with polygamy, but one has to have a valid reason why they want polygamy. Don't do it out of greed because of other people. They just do it because of they are greedy, or they have abilities of taking more than one wife because of they can provide and all that. But at the end of the day, being in a polygamy space, you have to understand that even yourself, you have to divide yourself, because I don't just need your money. I need affection. I need you to be here, and that is why it end up now.
I think this your topic. They will love it. It shall pass control. You said polygamy is very good. So when are you starting this your program?
I'm waiting for Uzwe to come in, a friend of mine, because he's very vocal about it, and he says most of men want polygamy. They want to be in a polygamy marriage, but you Godzillas.
Did you say anything about virginity test?
Yes, I did. I was talking about my church, and then you read that.
Oh, okay.
So this is where I was going.
Virginity test.
Yes, my church that I was not my previous church.
You were doing virginity test.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Because of now they're grooming you to get into marriage.
Okay.
Our church was girls from 6 p.m. on Friday till 6 p.m. on Saturday. You don't wear panties.
Hey.
right?
Nice church, very nice church.
You don't wear panties, so
all
you
the
go
ladies,
to church.
all the ladies,
not all ladies, virgins.
No pant.
No panties. You go to church with no panties.
Okay.
The rule is when you get there, no man should look at you. So we have white cloths that we cover ourselves with.
Okay.
Right? And then the only time we remove them, it's during lunchtime because we're going to be there the whole day. So we're going to eat. And then later on, we dance.
Naked?
That's the only...
You dance naked?
No. No. We're dancing, let's say, men that side, boys that side, women that side, girls that side. So we dancing. We dancing because we're gonna go to a conference where there will be other people from the other branches. Okay. So we dance the same thing. So you have to know the routine and all that. So that's the only time people will see you. Right?
Somebody's asking, so what is virginity test?
Okay. Other people, they think that virginity test is when someone has to put fingers inside your vajayjay.
In your church?
People
assume... No,
I'm going there. Okay. People always assume that doing a virginity test, someone who has to put their fingers in your vajayjay. And by doing that, obviously, you're breaking me. In my church, this is how we did it. Because we have aunties who are 50, 60 who are virgins. So they are the one who
60 years virgin?
Yes.
In your church?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
We do have. So we call them abo ad. So aunties are the one who have to check us. So there will be a specific time that the whole of South Africa, we go to the same place as girls.
Okay.
To the mountains where we're gonna meet as girls. And then we go to a river because we have to bathe first. So we have to get to a river that flows, and then
Afro Topical says you want to go to that church. So
it's fine. And then it has to happen in the middle of the night.
The virginity test.
We bathe first. We have to bathe in the dark.
Okay.
Bathe, and then we go to aunties.
Okay.
This is what happens. You open your legs. Auntie looks.
You open the legs.
Yes.
And then the auntie will look. Okay. The church aunties.
A reason that they will know that you're still a virgin. They say there's something that is more like an eye that is just there on the door of your vajayjay. That is why when you're breaking, there will be a pain because of there's a flesh that it's been teared.
Okay.
But there's no way that you have to put fingers and all that.
So you open your legs.
You just
wide.
Open wide.
For the church
and
elders.
then auntie would see the
church auntie, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And then now after that, aunties will give feedback to Babu Shembe, which is the prophet of the church, the one that who's an umbrella of all branches. That so where we used to go, I've seen crazy things where others, they will start confessing that no, I'm no longer a virgin. I was scared that my family and should they find you not being a virgin, your mom and dad, they should buy a cow to cleanse the church. Now, after then, that's when now the polygamy comes in. I'm going. So
the aunties, they open for aunties to watch.
They're not watching, they're confirming that I'm still a virgin.
But they need to look and then confirm.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to check the eye.
Okay.
The eye of the vajayjay should be there to show that no man has touched you. But now, let's say maybe you are over 20. Now you're starting to date.
Okay.
You're allowed to date within the church. And the person that you'll be dating, understand the rules that you cannot put your dingling inside me. So we call it we are soma.
We are soma.
It means that you will just play between my thighs.
In Ghana, you say unyasome. We are soma.
Usoma, it means that you're playing between my thighs.
Okay.
We're playing.
Or in the name of church.
Yes.
Okay.
So we cannot have an actual sex. You cannot penetrate. So if you're my boyfriend and now we are older and they understand that we're dating, I can slip over but you cannot
open.
You cannot penetrate. We play between the thighs and maybe a foreplay and until we both come.
How can they see that someone is not a virgin? Somebody is asking you.
With the eye.
The auntie will see with the eyes.
Not her eye.
Whose eyes?
There's a VJJI.
VJJI.
Yes. Okay. Which is obvious when you're breaking a virginity, there's a flesh it's been teared. It's the one that.
Okay, so those watching, if they've broken a virginity before, they know the VJJI.
Every woman has that flesh. It's more like a flesh. It's a flesh actually that is.
So what happens if you are not a virgin? Then what?
In our church, you go stay behind the ladies, the mothers.
And somebody is the 60 years virgin.
Yes.
Why?
They choose not to. They choose to be
60 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're no longer a virgin, and you've already stayed with virgins, and you were not honest about it, you will have to cleanse the church with a cow.
So my sorry with the Ghana ubi intimate is also baby. Now sorry ben I only began and you bear madam person for play. Oh no, I money my dingo a year jumano. And what thing? Wow. Your church.
Okay, I do know. But I'm going to the polygamy. Where I'm heading is
okay.
The polygamy.
Okay, head to the polygamy.
Yes. So now the following day.
He said, how many times do you have to go through this test?
You go quarterly.
Quarterly.
Four times in a year.
4 times in a year. Okay.
Yes. Because we have to meet as all South African girls who get into the church. So it's more like we are from different branches, and then there's an actual day. So it takes a whole week. Okay. We have to be there the whole week. And then now, when the aunties go report to Ubabu Shembe that, oh, your girls, they still pure and all that.
I think people are interested in this church. They say they want to join your church.
Guys, it's Shembe, SHEMBE. Shembe.
The good. Where is it located? It's only in South Africa. It's everywhere. It's even in Ghana.
No. In South Africa.
In South Africa. Okay.
It's originated from KZN.
Okay.
Originally, it's from KZN. That's where it was well known for. And then now, when they confirmed the purity of girls, there'll be a celebration for us. And then now, we chant in the streets with breasts, no bra, nothing. Yes. And then whatever that you have to wear, it should show the butt cheeks a bit.
No bra.
No bra. You're a virgin.
Why the same church?
Yes. But now we do the church, we chanting in the villages now. Celebrating that, yes, I'm still a virgin, so what?
And then you are dancing.
We dance, we sing.
No bra.
And
Nothing.
then men now are standing. They watching. Men, they watching. I'm going to the polygamy now. Men are watching, we're chanting, we go with our aunts. Each and every branch has their own aunt.
Okay.
We're chanting with our aunts, chanting with the breast, and your butt cheeks has to show it.
So how many times were you checked?
Me, from when I was 9 until 17.
You keep opening and then they are checking.
Yeah. Okay. God, don't put it like that.
No. The auntie, you have to open wide and the auntie will check, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and then no bra.
No bra is
and
allowed.
Then dancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We sakula, and then we have maybe each and every branch, the girls have a skirt. We have a skirt that shows that we're from this branch, a skirt that shows that we're from this branch.
Okay.
And then whatever that you have to wear, it should just be able to close the coochie and a bit off, but your butt cheeks has to show a bit as well. You're a virgin, so there's nothing to hide. That's what they said.
Okay.
And then now, this is what happens. Should a man see you and likes you, they have to find out who's the auntie of that church. And then they go to that auntie and say, I want that girl. But mostly it's done by men who are already married. Yes.
Okay.
It's done mostly by men who are already married.
They want the tear rubber.
The tear what?
Tear rubber. I mean, new car. They want to open the new car.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now, most of them, they come with excuses of they are women, they're not able to give babies. Others, the excuse is they are women, busy women, so they can't be at home to do chores as wife. Others will tell you that I need a second or third wife because of my brother. I have a brother who passed on, so I have to marry for him.
Will you love if somebody want to call and ask you a question? Are you okay with that?
Yeah. No
okay.
problem.
I wish I for also wait my friend a question be our you know. One more location. I think I'm good. Okay, you continue.
Okay. So now, others they come that my great grandfather was not married, so I have to marry for him. So they come with different reasons.
Okay.
And then now they will come to your family and say your daughter has been seen by this certain person.
And somebody is saying this South African indefinite visa.
And then now they will go communicate with your parents, right? You are still a virgin, remember?
Okay.
And then this person has to come and pay before they sleep with you. They pay lobola.
Lobola.
Yes,
okay.
pay cows.
Cows.
It's 11 cows.
11 cows.
11.
Okay.
The 11th one is called Inkomoga Mama. It means it's
what?
the mother's cow.
It's called
Inkomoga Mama.
Inkomoga Mama.
Inkomoga Mama.
Okay.
It means that it's your mother's cow. It's the one for your virginity.
Oh.
It's your mom who deserves that because she's the one who's been teaching you to close legs.
Inkomoga Mama.
Inkomoga Mama.
Okay.
Yes. And therefore, after that now, after they paid ilobola.
Okay.
And then now people are coming to celebrate. Celebrating while they're preparing a bedroom for you and your husband.
Okay.
The aunties will be there.
The aunties will be there.
The aunties will be there. And then they will have to have a white sheet.
A white sheet?
Yes. That you and your husband gonna use.
Okay.
That they will take after you've done the deeds. Take it to people who are there for celebration and say, indeed, she is a virgin because of there will be that blood.
I see.
Yes. So mostly, that's when I've learned about polygamy. And I don't have a problem with that.
So this is what happened in your church?
My previous church.
Your previous church?
I left the church 2004.
Somebody says, Recus one says, yes, I want this lady, but I can't get these cows.
He can't get the cows.
Maybe it's expensive.
Oh yeah. With me now going to my culture, because
Charles actually is saying he will pay 15 cows, so it's fine. So 15 cows.
Okay. But with my culture, when you have kids, they cut the cows. That you don't get that 11 cows, because each and every cow has a meaning.
Every cow has a meaning.
Yeah, for 11 of them, they have a meaning.
I see.
Yeah.
So when are you starting your podcast?
I have to talk to my bosses.
And also invite more of your friends to come on the show, so we can learn from them too.
Yeah. I will definitely do that.
Today you taught us a lot of things about this church.
Shembe.
I see. Anyway, so you were the one interviewing me. Yeah. Now I am the one interviewing you.
You started because of you were asking me about my podcast.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so now I'm done with my questions.
Thank you so much.
So
are we done?
Are you done? Are you okay now?
You answered all the things that I was curious about.
Okay.
Yes. So we got here because of you asking what's my concept of my podcast.
Enti abusianfo ne sister ba ya na asemtiawa o se watie me program ache na on the comment section na o tie o hwe comment na o hwe caption na o hunu asem kura meka enti me basa masa babdem dia o betwa me interview o se kwana but that lady also also virgin. You are not a virgin.
How do you know? Okay. Joking. I'm not. I'm a mom.
Yeah, you have 2 children.
Yes.
So you are not a virgin. You see, this lady is really pretty. I admire her from afar.
Thank you.
Edward Osei. Osei, how do you spell it?
What?
I think the Lobola.
Lobola. It's Lobola. Lobola, as I'm saying it. Lobola.
Rikus is asking, why did you left the church? Okay. Why did she left the church? Okay, so why did you leave the church?
Okay, so this is what happened. And honestly, my reasoning capacity then, it was different from now. So my mom is Xhosa, was Xhosa.
Okay.
My dad was, yes, and then my dad Zulu. So I'm a mix of Zulu and Xhosa.
Zulu
and Xhosa.
Okay.
But because my parents were not married, so obviously I perform the maternal side in everything, the surname and all that. And my mom, coming from a Xhosa nation, they didn't know about the Shembe thing.
Xhosa nation.
Xhosa nation. They had glimpses of what was Shembe, but the Shembe then wasn't exposed as now because we have social media platforms and all that. So my mom, when she passed on, she wanted to be buried the Shembe way. So there's a Shembe way how they bury you. And my mom's family not being aware how things were supposed to be done. So we had a leader at church for women who had to help me to dress my mom. Because when you pass on as a Shembe person, there's a Nazareth. There's a white dress that they designed for you that you have to dress.
Okay.
And my mom wanted to be buried on Sunday because we were respecting the Sabbath day. So which means that she was supposed to be buried on Sunday. I got very angry at the church. I was very, very angry at them because my mom had to be driven to Eastern Cape. And from Joburg to Eastern Cape, it's 15 hours drive.
Okay.
So my mom's body was supposed to be driven to Eastern Cape with no one as a church member. None.
Oh, okay.
Going back to what you said, that
why
when you don't have money.
Okay, so you have the experience already.
Yes, because now at our church, you were somebody who was respected because of you have money. So in my church, I knew that Mr. Makubela was there. Everybody would even lick his toes because of he had money.
Yes.
And I come from a poor background.
That's what I'm saying.
My mom was not a noticeable person in church. My family was not noticeable. So drove here to Eastern Cape. I need to bury my mom with a Shembe way.
Okay.
I have a rude uncle who doesn't even understand that. One, when you are buried as a Shembe way, they don't put you in a casket. They don't put you in a casket, even though it will be bought, obviously, because of it's the rule. But they break it. So my mom had to be buried with
Chasotre dina mimpini mawi. Na butu na iwa mantiu. Chasotre dina mimpini mawi. Okay. Somebody is also asking, what do they preach about? You finished why you left the church. Why you left the church?
I will go there. So now, she had to be wrapped with a cow skin. You wrap with a blanket and wrap with a cow skin.
Or in the name of the church?
Because that's how Shembe people are buried.
Your church?
Yes.
Okay.
So now, there's a certain way, even how they do your graveyard. They have to dig it 6 feet under, but still make a room inside. They have to have a room that they will chaff you there. So not have experienced, because I was still young, I was 17, and now not knowing, I had to keep on calling. Okay, so I had to direct people. Okay, now we're done with this. What should we do? And my uncle was standing like this. You know what? My sister is a witch. It's the first time that I see someone being buried with a monkey. Because it was taboo to them. It was something that they've never seen before. And now we have to be directed by people who are not even here. I don't have support. It's only me and my siblings who are wearing these Shembe things, burying my mom in a Shembe way. And we grew up being told that church is your second home. It's your second family. So ever since that day, I never went back. That's how I left the church. And I was still a virgin. I left the church since that day. But now, as I mentioned, the reasoning capacity, it was more of, maybe if I knew better, I would have left that branch and go to another one. Maybe they would have been different people from the ones that I was exposed to.
So what do they preach about?
We have We have our own.
Charles Mate. Mm-hmm.
We have our own book for songs. We don't sing general songs.
Okay.
It's more like how they do it at a Methodist, at what else? Church. They have their own books that they sing the song. So we have a different one. With the Bible, we read Bible, but I don't remember. I think everywhere where it says God, they say Shembe. Everywhere that they say God, they say Shembe. So things were told that everything you have to do it the Shembe way, because that's what the logo says as well. The slogan, Shembe is the way.
Okay, so that's what you preached. Shembe, Shembe, Shembe.
Whatever that you say, where there's God, they put Shembe. So it was more of they always so
it's like you don't even know your God, you are worshiping Shembe.
Yes, it was like that.
And what is Shembe? Who is the owner of that Shembe?
Shembe, they say, I mean, it was a long time ago. I mean, it's been 20 years me not being at that church.
Okay.
Shembe, it was one of God's prophets, Jesus' prophets, they say.
Jesus prophet in South Africa or what?
I don't know, but there's a history. I think most of people, they can go to history of Shembe. How did Shembe became a leader?
Okay.
Yeah, so Shembe was one of those who claimed that he was God sent. But it went from generation to another. Like if you are the first Shembe and then you die as your son, I take...
Rikus says it's very good. It's very good you left as they refused to help when you were in need of them.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I besides that, I think I made it right. It was more of collateral beauty for me.
Okay, so spell the church again. The Shembe is what?
S-H-E-M-B-E.
Okay, Shembe. Oh, okay.
And Shembe, it's someone's clan name. Like a Kwanaba is the way.
Okay. So the Shembe is someone's clan name.
And then now, when the first Shembe passed on, the child take over.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's a generational thing. So there's Shembe first, Shembe third, Shembe what? Shembe
and that Shembe is the prophet of God.
He says.
Okay.
And then now I just found out that they splitted because of apparently Shembe said God said he should fly to him, and then he created wings. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't know the whole story, please. Can I not be crucified for this? But how I heard the story is Shembe said God is calling him.
Okay.
And his way to go to get to God, he created some wings with what is this? Iron material, I think, something like that. And then while he was flying,
he came back.
And he fell and died.
Oh, okay. But he was able to fly.
Obvious. If you're on the mountain or something.
Oh, it started from the mountain.
He had to get the cliff, of course.
I
heard about that. I don't know how true it is because I haven't been to church for 20 years. But I heard that that's how he died. He created some wings and then he went to the cliff and then he crashed and died.
Africa, I said, but you. Anyway. Somebody says you want to follow your page, so say
Unscramble Life with Slee.
Okay, say it again.
Unscramble Life with Slee.
Unscramble Life
with Slee. Please write it down.
Okay, you write it here. You write it yourself.
You know, my eyes are so bad.
Write it yourself. Tell for us the aqua no. Oba my studio na je say opesi twa interview back. Na obusa me questions na obusa we na fe me Matthias Ndidi na so no kwale o yare class na Ghana for me be na mde omo obre yi power asasi so e wo Shembe we san wan zem Okay, that is on Scrabble Live with okay. Okay.
That's my on Scrabble Live with Slee.
Okay.
So now I heard that they have a different branch now. Others they chose because of now there was some fights. Others chose their own path. Others chose their own path. So now I think we have 2 Shembes.
So now now number 1 Shembe, number 2 Shembe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I know.
So you're also going to heaven, or your Shembe is a different thing?
My Shembe.
The church, they are also going to heaven.
Shembe performs traditions, right?
You said it's a clan, so they're
allowed to perform culture, tradition, ceremonies, and all that.
Okay.
So I really don't remember. I haven't been there for 20 years, and my belief it completely changed. That's not how I see world now. That's not what I believe in. I don't even believe that I have to talk to my God through somebody. I don't believe in all of that. But and now that my mom was buried with that thing, with the cow skin, like for me it doesn't make sense, but it made sense to her, and we had to respect that. So I don't know if they go to hell or to heaven, because those people, when it's Saturday, it's different. We don't wear shoes.
A Konaba family, they said they are going to follow your page.
Thank you so much.
Auntie Bruni said she's going to follow your page.
Thank you so much. I'll follow back yours.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those are the most topics that I'll be on about: sex and polygamy and other stuff. Of course, I'm not gonna be boxing myself, but I think those were gonna be my first priorities. Yeah.
Afro Topica TV said a lot of people are mad in Africa.
I know, right? I know, right? I mean, there are things that we saw, people waking up in coffins, people eating grass, snakes. Others, they were dooming you. They say it's for you to be blessed, they need to put doom on your face.
Say they are called spiritual tabas. Spiritual taba.
Okay, it's called spiritual taba. Okay.
So before you were a spiritual taba.
Me.
Before.
Me.
Before, because now you stopped, yes.
But what is spiritual taba?
Spiritual taba.
I'm not saying no. I was never part of people who eat snakes and all.
No, I'm talking about the Shemesh or whatever.
My life with Shembe, it's other parts are a bit blurry.
Okay.
Because I was still young. I mean, and it's 20 years ago. Other parts are blurry, but those are vivid to me. It's those that I was performing, like when we go in Mhlangini, because it was nice meeting other girls.
Okay.
Looking at each other's bums and all that, washing in the same river, flowing, singing, and all of that. It was really nice. That one, I'm like, I know it as I know. But other things that were happening in the church, I'm not aware of. And then the
Rikus just read about your list. They said Shemesh region is a combination of Zulu culture and Christianity. So it's fine. So before you were a spiritual taba, now it's fine.
Now I don't go to church because there's no church that I relate to.
Okay.
It's hard for me. Okay. Yeah, so.
Abushanfo, Edin Common Bessia, Dinachia, I have my dad, Mumune, until the Bessia. Say she's Zulu. Yeah, you said you are Zulu, so.
But I don't call myself Zulu. I call myself Xhosa because, as I said, that in my culture, if your parents, they were not married, automatically you fall from your maternity part of the family, the maternal, by like if your parents were not married, you're not recognized on your father's side, because there are things that they are performed when the child is born. So I was never introduced in my father's side. So I call myself a Xhosa because everything that I know, it's from my mother's side.
They're asking, is your podcast going to be in English?
Yeah. Oh, you know why they're asking. Remember when I was I was praising my clans, I was saying them in Xhosa.
Okay.
Because when I started, I was like, Botani, dun. So I was speaking, yes, it's going to be in...
What is Botani? My name?
Hello. No, botany. Botany it means hello.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
so,
hello everyone.
Botany.
Botany. I said botany ma Africa mahle. Botany sizwe sasekhaya sasemzansi Africa. Igama lami ndingusilindile wakwanufela intombi yomxhosa. Umampinga umbhalo kaqosho into omntwana ingabi nobuya ifuna bantwana ifuna abadala. Sibumbu umitha kanjani ubhoxekile phumani bantwana nifuna udlala nonyoko.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are my praises, and they are swearing. It's swearing clans.
Do you breathe when you are speaking?
Yes. When I'm saying my clan, my clan, it curses a lot. All these things that I was saying, it's curse. Yeah.
All this one is curses.
Yeah. Like it says.
Cursing who?
It says umampinge. It's my clan name.
Okay.
So it says into yomntwana. So it says a child's VJJ should start having a pubic hair. It means that it doesn't want boys, it wants men. That's what it says. And then it says, kids, get out. I want to play with your mom. Womb, how do you get pregnant while you are upside down? That's what it says. So it's cursing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But on your podcast, it's going to be English.
Of course. I have American friends as well. So remember my line of work. So
yeah. I see. Anyway, I'll interview you personally. I'll also interview you. Okay? About the religion, Christianity, how you guys do your thing in South Africa. Okay. You are in South Africa, so you can give me more information about that.
I've been exposed to 3 churches in my life growing up. I was introduced as Yoni, where they using a drum, and then they wear yellow, green, what they say, you have spirits, and then St. John's and Shembe. Those ones I can share what I know.
Yeah. I'll interview you on that 3.
No problem.
Yeah. So maybe next week.
No problem.
Chance watch and then the nyasam kitwa. So on your Mama Babs, and then the nyasam kitwa ba me brofo. So on your closing remarks, then we can finish this whole. In Zulu language, eh?
What should I say? Ndibulela kakhulu, ndibulela ixesha uye wandipha lona, and ndiyathemba uba zonke izinto zizokhanya, makube chosi kubele, ndithi camaku, nangamso kungapheleli apha, ndiyabulela.
Okay. Diabulia lango. Yes, that's it, eh? Abushia for said ya na aye no. Iti mami betwa me interview na owie me na mesmetisi ni dim. Say ono kware na oyare kakra pa esa no wotin. Spiritual taba nti say dey onye taba bi bia dadin. But me try interview next week. Next week I will interview you. It's fine, eh?
No problem.
Okay. Na my interview mabusa na sorry me ensa na oso wakoda no. Say dey city was South Africa no aka dey akire. Then dem musia. O say Kwanaba is being cursed. You keep on cursing me. Masa.
I wasn't cursing you. I was praising my clan. That was my clan that I was praising.
Ah, okay. Only as one cursing one. Asama kra na bi she. Abusia for one for musia. Na me boa e be sans we share bi. Aha e Kwanaba television da mu nyina mase. E bi share. Ma babs, one man tell we bit master from beginning why. Asampa is your studio and what do you?
Hello, Ebusiafo. So, Percy Fita structure of for dear, and then I found Kodom is unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening, I will toothpaste from Kwam. So, what did you choose?